Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At one point, they managed to push out ahead to an 8-point lead. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
The job their guys have done in the post have been terrific. If they get more of that production in the paint next half, they'll be very tough to beat. They're taking advantage of the late rotations, and they're going right inside and straight to the rim.
Kenny, what's your take on the Clippers?
I thought they were definitely outworked on the defensive end. They showed a lack of hustle, a lack of physicality. They weren't staying in front of their guys or putting bodies on people. It's critical that they improve their defensive effort in the second half.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See ya.
And now the third quarter about to get going. One of the stories here, Draymond Green getting it done today.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's kind of got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's a load down there, and what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
And the Warriors with possession here. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Livingston signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it, and easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get it.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He was intent on running the offense through Jordan. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. It's deflected. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Was shot by Redick, no good. And Doc Rivers passed the 700-win mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he is well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage. And how about over 500 in playoff games as well?
That one goes. Count it. Curry's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Back to Paul. Picked by Griffin. 3-pointer. The Warriors pull it in.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
Now here's Iguodala. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. 5 on the clock. On its way from Curry for 2, and that one comes up a bit short.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
It's Redick on the wing. He's covered by Iguodala. Redick with the bucket. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Outside, Green. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often. And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
And it's the Warriors with the ball after the Clippers pick up 2. Again, the miss by Green.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end is very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Clippers trail by 5. Paul with the ball, picked up by Thompson. To the middle. Redick dishes to Griffin. Can't cash in from close range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Thompson with the bucket.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Paul against Curry. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Griffin kicks to Aldridge, and that one is stuffed right through.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Clippers trail by 5. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Tell you what, they're going to have to do a better job of boxing this fella out than that.
No one between him and the hoop. You're right, Clark.
Yeah, and you don't want to be giving up, guys, putback slams. That's not the kind of play that could build confidence. Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
Here's Crawford. Pierce with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Rivers can't get it to go. And for Stephen Curry, a value contract, but a growing list of endorsements. One of the top-selling jerseys in the league, a signature shoe deal. He's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't think he's worried about it. He's got a Bible quotation on his wrist that says, "Love never fails." And that's how he approaches the game, with a true love and faith that his hard work is going to pay off. Boy, just a lovely dish by Griffin.
Curry passes to Barnes. Back to Curry. Right at the free throw line. Jump shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 8.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And Thompson sends it back. Crawford against Curry. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Rivers. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And he answers right back with a 3 of his own.
Watch out now, Suki. We got a duel shaping up right here. This could be mano-mano for a little while.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Griffin. Barnes grabs the miss. Warriors leading by 8. And here's the fast break. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. From outside, off the mark. Pierce against Bogut. Puts it up from 12. That doesn't go either for Griffin. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Oh, look out, and then you throw up stuff like that. You go home, buddy. How does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh, my goodness.
Rivers dishes to Griffin. Over Green. Green with the block. And even 3-on-3 break. Curry kicks to Green. From deep. Another 3 for Golden State.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 14. 1:35 left here in the fourth quarter. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Paul Pierce. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And Paul subbed in for Rivers. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Lobs it up. The rejection by Paul. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
1:15 left in the fourth. Bogut the pass to Barnes. Offline with his 3. Clippers trail by 8. Griffin sets the screen for Redick. And the wide open shot from Paul. Here's Jordan. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And again, no good by Golden State.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Fantastic bomb there, just especially against the taller defender.
Clutch shooting, determination, and plenty of skill, too.
Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe,
And they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different